Hello, welcome back. Today is Saturday, April 22nd. I'm Britton Brown. I'm with US Bike Racing News. I'm just doing vlogs covering the racing scene throughout the United States. Today I'm here to talk about a little bit of a recap of the Tour of the Gila Dan Potts Memorial Tyrone Time Trial that happened yesterday. An exciting day, saw some changes in GC. Also want to talk about what's happening in the Midwest racing scene. So without further ado, let's get into this. Dan Potts Memorial Tyrone Time Trial took place yesterday. Evan Huffman scorched the time trial course with a 33.07. Moved into GC first place. TJ Eisenhart, second place. Hallowesco, Citadel, 33.32. Nigel Elsay was third with silver. He was at 33.40. Like I said, GC, Evan Huffman moved into first. TJ Eisenhart, with that great time trial, moves into second. And then Matteo Dalcin, who was sitting first coming into the time trial, is sitting third place. So 2 out of the top 3 are going to be rally with Hallowesco in between. Today's criterion for the pro men. I'm watching 5 guys. Travis McCade, Alfredo Rodriguez Victoria. I love the name. The guy can sprint, one of the top sprinters in the field. He's due for a win. Eric Marcotte, of course. Eric Young, Joe Lewis, kind of rounding out my top 5 if this thing comes down to a sprint. My pick, of course, Travis McCabe. I think he owns this course. Hands down, lock in for me. But anyway, you never know. Those are my top 5. Let's move on to the women. Pro women yesterday at the time trial. Leah Thomas had a blistering time with Show Air 2020 of 38.27. Taylor Wiles, United Healthcare, 38.33. And third place was Julie Emerson, Amy D Foundation, 39.23. Awesome times on that course. GC-wise for the pro women. Taylor Wiles, first in GC right now. Leah Thomas, second. And Ruth Winder is going to be third. For today's criterium, I'm watching 4 riders today. Taylor Wiles, Locke Albrecht, Catherine Hall, and Ruth Winder. Albrecht obviously won stage 2. He's got a good kick. But my pick today is going to be Taylor Wiles. So we'll see how that goes on. Real quick, let's move into Midwest racing scene, and I'll just kind of wrap this thing up. I just want to have a special note here. Today is Steve Tilford's memorial service. Steve was an amazing ambassador for the sport and a legend in the cycling community. Steve's going to be missed by all. Just want to keep him in our hearts, prayers, mind today. And then also today here in Kansas in the Midwest, today marks the start of the VeloTech Grand Prix stage race. The only stage race in Kansas, which therefore makes it the #1 largest stage race in Kansas. It starts with a TT prologue today, and then has a criterion this afternoon with a road race that finishes up tomorrow. Quick look at the field. Olathe Subaru's stacked, local club, tons of talent. Michael Allison's there, Shad Smith's there, Ben Stover's there, Scott Williamson's there. Garrick Valverde. I know they're missing a couple other guys that are going to be at Steve Tilford's memorial. But my pick for this morning's TT is going to be Ben Stover. He usually does very well in that TT. So if history is a good predictor for the future, that's your winner today. Today's criterium, it's a toss-up. Garrick or Scott Williamson. I'm going to go with Garrick. I think it's a good finish for him. But Scott's been riding really well, has a good kick. But out of those 2, they might just go 1-2 this afternoon. Do want to mention the junior field. Love the juniors. Love to see these guys coming up. Awesome talent here in the Midwest. Phineas Hauser in the 11-12. Gabriel Schwartz, 11-12. And Finn Smith, 11-12. My pick out of those 3 is going to be Finn. Watching him race for the last couple of years. They're all awesome. I just think he's got just a little bit of an edge as a kid that's got a little bit more experience in that field. Nicholas Gomez out of St. Louis, 13 to 14-year-olds, and then Malachi Schwartz, he's in the 9 to 10. So listen, good luck to all the racers today. Rubber side down. Let's keep it safe. Let's have some fun. Please, 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 let's make this aggressive racing. I love aggressive racing, especially in the Criteriums. My hope is that today's Criterium picks, I hope it doesn't come down to a sprint. It always does. It's going to probably come down to it. But you've got some guys that have been out of contention. I think they got to get up the road. Love to see a break work about midway through that race. Make it exciting. Stretch it out. Put Rally under pressure because, you know, I keep saying it. This is Rally's race to lose. Don't see that happening. These guys can just pass this jersey back and forth. But right now, Evan Huffman looks like he's in control for the overall. Going to stick with that. Been wrong so far on most of this stuff. So anyway, we're having fun. Have an awesome day. Let's see what happens. Good luck to everybody. And if you're not racing, get out there and ride. I'm Britton Brown, U.S. Bike Racing News. We'll